Hello, thank you for joining me for this sketch of Panera Bread. And you're probably wondering, why is she sketching Panera Bread? It's not very interesting, but it kind of is because on the corner there is an electric box that has my artwork on it. So this is in Cape Coral, Florida, where I live, and these are my duckies. This is Family Portrait, and this one is called Float On. So shortly after moving here, Cape Coral did a call to artists, and I submitted a couple of my paintings, being these two, and I was chosen to. They shrink wrap the boxes, which is really nice. I did not have to paint them. All I had to do was submit my artwork, and then they go ahead and hire a company that puts them on a shrink wrap, and they cover the box with all the local artists' artwork. So this was a really, really fun, it just was a highlight for me because it's on a main street. Every time we go to downtown Cape Coral or we are heading over to Fort Myers, we have to pass my duckies, and it always brings a huge smile to my face. So I thought, being in Cape Coral, I haven't done an image from Cape Coral yet, and it dawned on me, why not do this? So I'm thinking nobody's really going to want to sketch this right now with me because it's not, doesn't have any real meaning to you or interest. So I thought I would just share a couple things about Cape Coral, some fun facts. In the early days of, I think it was in 1957, two gentlemen, the Rosen brothers, they bought 1,700, a little over 1,700 acres of land for $678,000, which is crazy because that's like the price of a house now, a medium-sized house. And they tried to get people to come here, and it was difficult because there was nothing here. They were just starting. It was just swamps and mosquitoes. So they got famous people like Bob Hope and I think Duke Ellington and Red Skeleton to come here and advertise for them. They even gave a home away on The Price is Right. So they were trying to build up this community, and there was no roads. So they had to hire small single-engine planes to fly people over the land to decide which property they wanted because they couldn't drive to it, and they would drop a bag of flour out of the plane, and that would be their land. I think they did that with 500 people, and they had to put $20 down and $20 a month, I think, until their house was built. I'm not quite sure about that fact, but anyways, I know it was $20 down and $20 a month. And once things got rolling, they decided they need to attract more people, so they built a yacht and racket club, which is a little bit near downtown Cape Coral, and it's very cool. When we first got down here in 2019, the racket club was really retro. It was so neat because it was just from back in the day. It was a really unique looking building, and maybe I'll have to find an image of that. I think I tried to look for an image to sketch, but couldn't find a good one, but I'll keep looking. So the facility had a ballroom, and they had a pool, and then they had tennis, and there's even a restaurant located right there called the Boathouse, which is still there. But unfortunately, the yacht club was devastated. It was just destroyed during Ian. So they just recently knocked it completely down, and they're going to rebuild a whole new complex, which isn't, it's going to be nice, but it's not the same. And then they're going to put in huge. The reason why I liked going down there was because you could park for free. They wouldn't charge you for parking. And now with the new design, they're going to be putting in, I think, a 3-story parking garage. So, and they're going to charge for parking. Everywhere you go now, you have to pay for parking. And I get it. It's not a lot, and it does help to keep things nice. So that's a good thing. But I am glad that I did get to experience it, the way it was back in the day, and it was just really neat. And unfortunately, it's gone. But yeah, the other interesting fact about Cape Coral is we have over 400 miles of canals. So it was just a big swamp, and they had to dig out and take the dirt that they built out the canals, and they would build the homes onto that dirt. So they had to build it up to make it higher than sea level. And some of Cape Coral still floods, but luckily we're in a higher area, so we're very safe. But yeah, over 400 miles of canals. We have the most canals out of anywhere in the world, which is really interesting. And it's sometimes driving around here is challenging because you can't just get from point A to point B because you always have to go around all these canals. But I love it. I do love it here. Anyways, so got my duckies drawn on the little box there. I'm working on my visual journal that I got on Amazon. It's a really nice journal. It's really thick paper, and I'm getting towards the end of it, so I'm going to have to order myself a new one. And the paper it seems like a really nice quality. I took the cover off of it, so I don't really know the details of this paper, but I like it. It seems really nice, and I'm going to invest in some more good quality paper so that I can just see the difference. Because like I said, with those, in one of the videos I was switching around with my pens, and you could really tell the difference when you start using higher quality tools. It really helps improve your artwork. So I definitely recommend that. And you could always find things on sale, which is nice. At some of the 2 stores that I have here are Michael's and Hobby Lobby, and then I use Amazon when I purchase a lot of my products. But I'll put the couple things that I've used in this sketch here, I'll put them in the description with a link to Amazon if you wanted to get this journal, because it is nice. But yeah, so that's about it for Cape Coral. That's my fun facts. So I'm just going to play a little bit of music, and we just have a couple minutes to go. And I know nobody likes the music, but unfortunately, free music isn't great, because the no copyright music, there's not a lot of choices. So I'm going to play some music now. And if you don't like it, just turn it down and you can put something else on, something that you like. So, and then I will catch you at the end. just going to share with you some of the last bit of the sketch here. I'm using my Uni Posca fine tip white pen, and I'm going to be putting in that lettering, and then once that's dry, you want to make sure it's dry. I will be doing a little bit of shadowing with my micron pen, and I'm grabbing the 005 for that. Just a real nice fine tip so you can get in that little bit of shadowing to make those letters look a little bit more 3D. And I also put some brickwork, some bricks into the side of the building with that same pen. And the Uni Posca, I also use that for some streaks in the windows and the little handrail that's to the left of my hand there. So here's my finished sketch, and it's cute. It's not my typical, sketch along with me video, but I want to thank you so much for your time. I got to share a little bit of my hometown, Cape Coral, and I also got to share with you a big part of who I am, my Duckies. If you are interested in seeing more, you can find more of my artwork on KarenJohnsonArtist.com, and I would love for you to go there and see all my little duckies and some of my still lifes, and I have some abstracts on there as well. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for your time, and if you have any comments, please feel free to reach out. I'm always love to hear from you, and I hope you find time to sketch today. So have a wonderful day. Bye for now.